We're gonna start seated today.
Okay.
Do you have like a towel or a blanket nearby? Okay, we'll use it in a second. We're not gonna use it quite yet, but I just want to make sure you had something. And then go ahead and close your eyes. Check in, see how you're feeling this morning. I know for you, school's probably started and maybe work is busy. Just start to take some breaths in and out through the nose. And as you do that, just let the pace of the breath start to settle. See if you can relax the muscles of the face, the neck, the shoulders, all the way out to the fingertips. And just notice the beauty in being still. And then just gently take your chin down towards your chest. Roll the right ear to the right shoulder and pause. And take the chin to the chest, take the left ear to the left shoulder. And then take the chin to the chest, lift the head to neutral, and grab your blanket. And we'll take just a really small roll with the blanket. So I'm going to use this long folded edge of my blanket. We're actually going to lay on our stomachs with the blanket under your belly. So that roll will be between the belly button and the pubic bone, sort of that lower part of the belly. And I recommend a smaller roll rather than a bigger roll. So once you have that roll just coming down onto it, again, just resting that between the belly button and the pubic bone. And you can decide if you want to take your forehead, rest it in your hands, or if you like more of a sphinx setup with forearms down. And if it doesn't feel good to have that, you can just remove it and come onto your belly without a prop. Maybe you close your eyes and you just notice what it feels like to have that prop underneath you. Let's take a couple breaths, just feeling the belly expand and contract in and out of the blanket. Then we're gonna keep the roll of the blanket and come to laying on one side, it doesn't matter which side, with the blanket under the armpit. So you may have to move the blanket up a little bit. That roll will be under the armpit and you can just rest your head in that bottom arm. We'll just take a couple of breaths on each side. So just really allow the body to relax over that roll. And just go ahead and change sides. So rolling to the other side, keeping that armpit on the blanket and resting the head and the hand. And from there, you can stay on that side, but just remove the blanket. So you can just take the blanket out of the way for now. And then come back to laying on the side, but interlace both hands behind the head. So the elbows are pointing over towards the side of your mat. And we'll take a little bit of rotation. So take that top elbow up and open into a twist. And then reclose it. I'm just taking a couple rounds like that, just opening up, not rushing it, just enjoying that movement. And then next time you're open, just coming into a simple twist so you can bring the arms to a T, let the head drop down. You may have to adjust the legs a little bit. And then just draw your knees through center and roll onto your other side. Once you get there, interlace the fingers behind the head. Just that same movement, taking that top elbow up and open. And then closing it. And just taking some rounds like that. And next time you're open, coming into your simple twist. So arms to a T, head dropping down. And then just roll back onto your back, hug your knees towards your chest, take a little rock side to side. And then you can rock straight up and down or roll to the side. Make your way to tabletop. And then just find some movement in this first tabletop. So maybe cat-cow or some hip movements. then after your next exhale, just come back to tabletop and neutral spine. Pop onto your left fingertips and walk them over to the front right corner of the mat. And draw the left hip crease towards the left heel, maybe dropping down to the right forearm. And then come back up to tabletop. Just change sides, pop onto the right fingertips. Walk them to the front left corner of the mat. Draw the right hip crease back and drop to the left forearm. And then come back up to tabletop. Just bring your big toes together. Sit back to child's pose. And then come back up to tabletop, bring your shoulders over your wrists. Just bend your right foot to the right, plant your right palm, extend your left leg back, and reach your left arm towards the ceiling. And then just take that left hand behind you a little bit so you're spreading the chest open. And then draw the left hand in front of you and take it under your right armpit so you're kind of reaching back. Yeah, we'll take that with breath. Inhale, open it back up. Exhale, reach it under. Inhale, open it up. Exhale, reach it under. Inhale, back up. And exhale, reach it under. And then reach it back up towards the ceiling. Spin yourself back to tabletop. And then take the other side, spin the left foot to the left, extend the right leg back, reach the right arm up. And then take that arm in front of you, reach it under the left armpit. Inhale, open it back up. Exhale, reach. Inhale, open. Exhale, reach. Inhale, open. And exhale, reach. And then open it back towards the ceiling. Spin back to tabletop. Wiggle your hips side to side. And then come back to child's pose, just a couple of breaths. And then come up through tabletop, tuck your toes, lift your hips. Downward facing dog, and just do whatever feels good here. And then just drop the knees back to the mat so you're back in table. Keep the hips stacked over the knees. Walk your hands forward and melt your forehead and your heart down for puppy. And walk the hands back under the shoulders, back to tabletop, and then tuck your toes, lift your hips for down dog. Just walk your feet forward to your hands, coming to a forward fold at the top of the mat. Just have a little bit of time here to move or just hang. On your next inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, come all the way up to standing. Exhale, bring your hands to your heart. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, go straight to downward facing dog. Just holding there. And walk your feet forward to your hands, forward fold, front of the mat. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, come all the way up to standing. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, straight to down dog again. Just easing into movement. And walk your feet forward to your hands. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, all the way up to standing. Exhale, hands to the heart. Inhale, sit back for chair this time. Exhale, fold forward, straighten your legs. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, straight to down dog. Inhale, right leg up and back. Exhale, foot by the right thumb, back heel down. Inhale, warrior one, arms by the ears. Exhale, hands frame the foot straight to down dog. Inhale, left leg up and back. Exhale, foot by the left thumb, back heel down. Inhale, warrior one. Exhale, hands frame the foot, step to plank. Take an inhale and plank. Exhale, lower to your belly. Inhale for cobra, peel up. And exhale, lower down, press through tabletop to downward facing dog. And walk your feet forward to your hands, forward fold front of the mat. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale for chair, sit back. Exhale, come to standing, straighten the legs, hands to the heart. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, step to plank. Take an inhale and plank. And exhale, lower to your belly, staying on the belly, and then take your arms to a T. Keep your right arm to a T, just bend the left elbow and take the left hand under the shoulder. Use that left hand to roll off to your right side. So maybe the left leg stacks, or maybe you bend that left knee. And then roll back onto the belly, re-extend the left arm, right hand under the shoulder, and roll off to the left side. And then roll back onto the belly. Just bring the hands by the sides of the rib cage. Take a gentle cobra, lift the head and the shoulders. And then lower back down, press through tabletop to downward facing dog. And take your right leg up and back. Bring the foot between the hands, drop the back knee down, and just bring the arms up by the ears. Let's take a breath to settle in. And then touch the palms overhead and bend the elbows so the thumbs come towards the neck. Re-extend the arms, reach the fingertips up. Bring the hands down to frame the front foot, tuck the back toes, lift the back knee, and then straighten the right leg for a modified pyramid. And rebend your right knee, spin your back heel to the mat, cartwheel your arms up, reverse warrior, right arm up and back. And then cartwheel your hands down to frame your front foot. Your way to down dog vinyasa, or just step yourself straight back. Take your left leg up and back. Bring the foot between the hands, drop the back knee down, and just take the arms up by the ears for a breath. Touch the palms overhead, bend the elbows. And re-extend the arms, bring the hands down to frame the front foot, tuck the back toes, lift the back knee, and straighten the left leg. Rebend the left knee, spin the back heel down, cartwheel the arms up, reverse warrior, left arm up and back. And cartwheel the hands down to frame the front foot, your way to down dog. And walk the hands back to the feet, forward fold at the back of the mat. Take an inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, come all the way up to standing. And exhale, bring the hands to the heart. So you can always grab onto something here if you need a little help to balance. And then pull the right heel to the butt. Reach the right hand for the top of the foot. And just bring the left hand to the hip. So we're just going for a little quad stretch here. So keep the thighs parallel, torso upright. And then release that foot, maybe quick little shake out before coming to the other side. Pull the left heel in, take the left hand to the left foot, maybe right hand to hip. And slowly release that foot, maybe quick little shake out before coming back to mountain pose, right where you are. On your inhale, reach your arms up. And exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lift halfway. And exhale, downward facing dog. And take your right leg up and back. Bring the foot between the hands and come up into crescent. Reach your arms up by your ears. And you can stay there or maybe interlace the fingers, pointer finger pointing up. And if you'd like to take a little back bend, just lift up and back. And then come back upright, release the clasp. Bring the hands down to frame the front foot. Drop the back knee down to the mat. Spin the left foot to the left just a little bit so you can extend your right leg back behind you. Right arm can reach up, and then maybe you bend that top leg, reach your right hand for the top of the right foot. And re-extend the leg and the arm, spin yourself back through tabletop and come into downward facing dog. Take the left leg up and back. Bring the foot between the hands and come up into crescent, reach the arms up. And maybe interlace the fingers, opposite pinky in front. And if you want, lift up, take that little back bend. Come back upright, release the clasp, bring your hands down to the mat, drop the right knee to the mat and spin the right foot to the right a little bit. Extend the left leg behind you, reach the left arm up. And then maybe bend that top leg, reach your left hand for the left foot. Re-extend the leg and the arm, spin back to tabletop, and then come to downward facing dog. And walk the feet forward to the hands. Take an inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, come all the way up to standing. Exhale, hands down to the heart. We'll just take a little standing camel here. So take the palms of the hands to the low back, spin the fingertips down. Just draw the elbows and the shoulder blades gently back towards each other. And maybe lift the center of the chest to lift up and back for a little back bend. Gaze can go up or stay forward. And then slowly come back upright. Take the arms by the sides for mountain pose. Take an inhale, reach the arms up. And exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, step to plank. Take an inhale there. And exhale, lower all the way down. Slide your forearms forward for Sphinx pose. Bring the elbows under the shoulders. Just take a couple breaths here, nice and soft. And then lower head and shoulders to the mat. Take the hands by the sides of the rib cage. Press up to downward facing dog. Walk hands and feet towards each other, forward fold at the center of the mat. On your inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale all the way up to standing. And exhale, hands to the heart. So starting in that same quad stretch, right heel pulls in, reach the right hand for the top of the foot. Left arm up this time. You can stay there if you want. You can hinge forward into dancer. Press the top of the foot back. Slowly tilt the torso forward. And if you're in dancer, come back upright. Just bring both arms by the ears. Have the right knee towards the chest. And then just lower everything down. A little shake out. And then to the other side, pull the left heel in, reach for the foot, right arm up. And you decide maybe you stay there or start to tilt it forward. And if you're in dancer, just come all the way back upright, both arms by the ears, left knee towards the chest, and then just lower everything down and shake it out. And just come to mountain pose right where you are. Close your eyes, just feel both feet rooting into the mat. And inhale, reach the arms up. And exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, just step to tabletop. Find a neutral spine in tabletop. And then really gentle cat-cow here. Inhale, easy drop of the belly. Exhale, gentle curling of the spine. Inhale, nice and easy, drop the belly. Exhale, curl, nice and soft. One more round. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, round. And then just come back to a neutral spine. Take the hips to the heels, child's pose. Maybe arms go back by the legs. And the arms are back, just extend them forward, come up through tabletop, and make your way to seated. Once you're seated, just extend the legs out in front of you. And bend the right knee, sole of the right foot flat to the mat. And cross the right foot over the left leg. And then bend the left leg and walk the feet away from each other so the knees stack. If this isn't for you, cross-leg position, you look good. And then if you want, you can gently walk the hands forward, coming into a fold. And walk the hands back, lift the chest, just take the hands next to the hips so you can lean back, a little can, change the cross of the legs, and then fold it forward if you like. And then walk the hands back, lift the chest, unwind the legs. We're gonna come into a child's pose, but with a different arm variation than usual. So the first thing is the forehead probably gonna wanna be on a block, medium setting, probably, but maybe low. And just to show you, it's kind of like the hug that we take with the arms, but instead of reaching fingertips towards the back, you're just gonna have the fingertips reaching to the side and the palms spinning up. So you can come to like a child's pose position in your legs, lean yourself forward, take the forehead to the block. I'm gonna keep mine up just so I can talk. And then just take your right arm over your left like you're giving yourself a hug, but let the backs of the hands rest down and the palms flip up. So if this isn't for you, you can lose the block and you can just come to a regular child's pose. And then just change the arm position so the opposite arm is on top. And then slowly unwind the arms. Just take the blocks to the side. Come back to a traditional child's pose. Just take a couple breaths there. Make your way up through tabletop. Just take your hips to the side so you can come to seated. We'll come all the way onto the back, and if you have a strap, you can grab that and make your way back. And if you don't, that's okay. So take the the strap to the side just for now. Hug your knees toward your chest. Take a gentle rock side to side. And then just come back to stillness. Keep the right knee hugged in. Extend the left leg out. And here you have choices. So maybe you just keep the right knee bent. Maybe you take the strap around the ball of the right foot and extend that leg up towards the ceiling. If you don't have a strap, hands can go behind the right thigh. And just change sides. If you have the strap, maybe you take the left foot into the strap before releasing the right. And if you have a strap, just take it to the side. Have both knees towards the chest. Take the arms to a T and just drop the legs to the right for a simple twist. And draw the legs through center, drop them to the other side. And come back to center, hug both knees in, maybe staying there or taking happy baby. If you're in happy baby, just hug the knees back in. Give yourself a final little squeeze. And release the legs. Come into your Shavasana, maybe finding some props or some layers. Once you land, just noticing how you feel again right now in this moment. Start to deepen your breath. Wiggle your fingers and your toes. Circle your ankles and wrists. Reach your arms by your ears, nice big stretch. And then roll off to one side, pause on your side with your eyes closed. I think this quote is so important right now. It says, "Don't let the hatred in others destroy the kindness in you." Press into your top hand, your way up to a comfortable seat, eyes closed, hands at the heart. Bow your head in gratitude for this practice and all that it gives to you. The light in me honors the light in you. Namaste.